All right, welcome you guys. Happy Thursday. My name is Tiffany Anderson, and I am so excited, you guys, to be here. I love doing these trainings because I love to just give so much value to open your eyes up sometimes to something new, right? So let me know, like, who wants more leads in your business for your product or your opportunity? Or who would love to put their business on autopilot, meaning it's working for you when you're not working? Wouldn't that be amazing? When I realized this concept, this is when I fell in love with lead generation and email campaigns, because it's like, why would we not do this, right? Yes, we're going to still, work our business and do our things, but to have something working behind you, right, for you, that you don't really have to focus too much on is absolutely amazing. So just put a yes in the comments if you want more leads in your business. And if you want to really, you could work less time, but get more results. As I'm going to share that with you guys today and how you can do that. All right. So again, my name is Tiffany Anderson, and I have been in sales for over 10 years. And I literally have invested so much money and so much time in learning skill sets to grow my businesses. And I say that loud and proud, not like, oh my gosh, it is taking a lot of money and it's taken a lot of time, but I love investing in myself because that's the only way that you're really going to grow, right? We only know what we know, and there is so much out there. And sometimes, yes, it does get overwhelming, right? Of like, what should I focus on? Where should I, spend my time? What should I be doing in my business? And so when I learned about, creating lead magnets and email campaigns, to me, it was kind of a no-brainer in that, if I could set something up one time, right? And then all I had to do was market it and put it out there, and other people can market it for you. And then people are seeing your content, you're building that know, love, and trust factor. To me, it was like, okay, yep, I'm definitely going to put in the time to do this. So today I want to pour into you guys my knowledge around lead generation and creating email marketing, because if you know me, some of you have been in my coaching space for a while. I'm 100% committed to you guys and really helping you make your business work for you, be easier, and get the results that you want. Everything that I do comes from a place of supporting others because that's what I love. I want to be on your guys' journey for success. Would you guys be open to messaging me and letting me know when you have success in your business? Because really, there's nothing better than getting those messages when people are getting results because of something that I was able to share with them. Can you guys commit to that? Will you guys message me when you're like seeing results in your business? Because that pumps me up. That gets me to want to do more of these trainings to really share with you. But I share with you that I'm just a normal person, you guys. There is literally nothing special about me. Okay. I do live in a small town. I graduated high school, went to college. I did get my master's degree in communicative disorders. I was a speech therapist for 12 years, a mom of 4 boys. And what I was missing was not spending as much time with my kids, right? Not having enough money to do things with them, to buy the things that they want. And so I knew something was missing. And so that's why I began to really pour into my knowledge, my skill set, and get in action with my business. And there's nothing special about me other than I'm probably just more consistent than most people, right? I am very committed to my family, to, helping them live the best life possible. Who else wants more for their family, right? You guys just have to be so committed to you and your business because you deserve it and they deserve it. Okay. So I was, living paycheck to paycheck. And so I totally get where so many people are today. But I'm, very, very grateful to say now, over 10 years later, that I'm able to make a multiple six-figure income with my businesses doing what I love doing. And that's really just supporting you guys, right? Helping you succeed in your business and making business fun, right? Because it can be super stressful. and you just don't know where to go. And I'm a complete open book, so you can always ask any questions that you want. You guys, really, please don't hesitate to ask anything. I will give you always the truth, and I will guide you to free resources. Sometimes they're paid resources because, you know, you can only get so much from free, right? And that's what I realized along my business journey, is that, yeah, I can grab all these free things, but they're only showing you so much, right? And so that's when I began investing in my business. So let me give you an idea on what we're going to chat about today and what we're gonna talk about to help you in your business, okay? But before we do that, I want to learn a little bit more about you guys, okay? So in the comments, tell me, what business are you in? So tell me a little bit about your business, so we can see who we have today and what you guys have passion for. Mary Kay. I know we're going to have a lot of direct sellers on this call, but I know we may have some of you that are not in direct sales as well. So I'm curious to see who we got here. Scentsy and Pharmacy, Pet Massage, Podtree, Health Coaching and Bravenly, Beyond Slim, Handmade Creations, Direct Sales Currently, Transformation Wellness, Non-Toxic Living, Pampered Chef, Unique, and Coaching. I love it. I love it, you guys. All right, so tell me if you already have some type of lead magnet. So a lead magnet is something you can put out there to grab people's emails so that you can put them into your email campaign. Okay, let me know, just put a yes or a no in the comments if you have some type of lead magnet already created. Awesome, Lisa, way to go. Felicia does, I know we've been working on that. No, yes, awesome, good. A little bit of everything here, but mainly some no's, right? Which is why you guys are here today, to see, is this something that you want to implement into your business? And maybe today it's just to plant the seed, right? You have no idea how many times I've heard about this over the last 10 years, right? Until I finally decided to do it. I've been collecting emails for a long time, but I just never had, you know, I guess it was the simplicity of it, you know, of how easy it really can be to implement it, and the support around it, and what program, right? What program to use to lead capture and to have your emails in, because there's so many options out there. And what I share with you guys is a free program that you can use for a very long time, especially if you, you know, keep clean of your emails, so that you're not, you know, capturing emails of people that aren't, you know, opening them, or are fake emails, or, you know, whatnot. So it's a free platform. There is the paid versions, which I do have the paid versions because I have a lot of, you know, lead magnets, a few email campaigns as well. So eventually, for anything, there's the paid version, but you can literally live on the free version of this for a very long time. Okay. All right. Well, cool. All right. So what is the purpose of a lead magnet? What do you guys think? I'm curious what you guys think. Put in the comments. What do you think the purpose of having a lead magnet is? And Becky, there's a lot of ways that we can help you with, you know, where to collect those emails and how to collect them, especially if you have Facebook groups that you manage. That's a really great place where you provide value in them, and you can ask for their email upon entry into your group. So definitely, you guys, if you have a group that you manage, that is definitely one. Yes, to generate, what I'm seeing is really to generate new leads, right? And that is definitely a right answer, but I'm going to share with you a few other reasons on you know, why do we want to generate new leads, right? What is the purpose of having that lead magnet? So it's to find the right people, right? The leads for your product, your service, or your opportunity. And it's to get them into your email campaign. So an email campaign is a series of emails. Maybe it's 5, 15, 30, however many that you want it to be. And it's something you can create over time. You don't have to have all the emails done and then you start collecting and putting people through it, right? You can really create it as you go, okay? And I really encourage that because nothing is ever going to be perfect, right? And so you just have to be in action around it, and you'll create it. So getting people into your email campaign, which means you're going to deliver them an email every single day that's of value, where you can kind of slip in some information about your products, right? Many of you probably got an email from me today about this training, right? So getting people into your email campaign, which then you can send newsletters, okay, which was what I sent today. The email I sent today wasn't in my email campaign, but it was something specific happening today. So I created the email and sent it out to my email subscribers. Okay, so if you've got something coming up, you can kind of blast out an email to them. A lead magnet gives you the opportunity to provide a resource of value to attract your perfect people, right? And so we're going to do a little activity here in a little bit to help you start brainstorming around what could I give somebody in exchange for their email. Okay, we're going to be talking about this, and we're actually going to do some breakout rooms. I'm going to pre-warn you guys right now, they're coming, okay? Breakout rooms are coming. We're just going to do one just to get you guys talking and thinking a little bit, okay? A lead magnet really does have the potential to take someone from being a complete stranger of who you are to turn them into a raving fan of your product, service, or opportunity, right? Through your emails, where you nurture them and give them value and steps and things to do and provide information about your product or your service, okay? So a lead magnet is also called, you've maybe heard of the word freebie, right? Giving somebody something for free that you can then in turn get their email. And this is really what attraction marketing is all about, right? It's attracting cold leads to you and your funnel. Usually it's something that you can deliver them to help them solve a problem, right? If you can get them results with your freebie that you give them, that's going to really build that credibility of who you are and what you can offer, right? And they're really going to start to trust those emails that are coming to them and actually open them up, right? And click on the things that you provide in there. So if you're in direct sales or network marketing, which I think many of you are here, how do you right now stand out amongst the crowd of all the reps in your company? How are you different? How do you show up? Why would somebody want to connect and buy from you versus the person next door or the person over here in this event, right? The person that shows up on their newsfeed. You need a way to brand you. You need a way to stand out. You need a way to stay in front of those people so that when they are ready, you're already in their inbox, right? You're already consistently connecting with them. So I really want you guys to think about that, because I know some of the businesses that you're in, there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of reps, right? So you need to think about how you can stand out and not rely on your company to send the emails out to your customers, which is good, right? A great way that they're going to send sales and product information, but that only goes to your customers, right? That doesn't go to your prospects. They're not already in your company's email campaign of getting, product information that way. So you really want something for those people that haven't purchased from you yet, right? So kind of just start to think about that. All right. Do you guys have any questions so far? I want to check and see new people. Yes, cool. Any questions? We're going to now kind of dive more into how does a lead magnet work and start to kind of think about it just a little bit and what you might create. Okay. But I want to see if there's any questions. Are you any knowledge people out there kind of stuck on something yet that's like holding them back from continuing to listen and hear more? Y'all are good so far. It's pretty straightforward, right? But anybody still like I don't know if this is for me, or I don't know how to do it, right? And I'm going to show you that, okay? All right. So how does a lead magnet work? So what do we want to do first is determine what topic your lead magnet will focus on. Okay. A topic that is going to, if somebody clicks on it and gives you their email, that they're basically like a qualified prospect. Like they want this. And if they grab that, you know that you can help them with your product, your service, or your opportunity, right? So what is your niche? Like, who is your perfect person? And some of you maybe haven't really narrowed that down. And sometimes we think, well, it's everybody, right? Everybody needs to eat healthy. All women need makeup, right? And so we really haven't narrowed down who our perfect person is and what problems that they're having that you can solve and that they'll want your product. Okay. Who are you really trying to attract? So we want to think of what value can we give them, something for free in exchange for their email, right? Which will get them into your email campaign. So creating an attractive headline and an attractive lead magnet is really what will make or break the success of your lead magnet as well. So I'm going to give you just a few kind of suggestions or ideas just to kind of get you start thinking. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop into a breakout room. Okay, I'll put a few of you in together. And I want you guys to share about who is your perfect person, right? Who are you trying to attract? And start to think about different, lead magnets that you could possibly create, right? And again, thinking from a place of how can you solve somebody's problem? Because I'm going to click into something, right? If I can get a result, right? Or get something that is going to help where I'm struggling, right? Or not even if I'm struggling, but take what I'm already doing to that next level. So here's a quick example of how I opted into a lead magnet. And a few days later, I was spending 10 grand on a mastermind. Seriously, you guys. So their lead magnet was, how did he write it? How to create a 6-figure business using online events. I think that's what it was, right, Felicia? Something in that realm. And I'm like, I do online events. I want to create more 6 figures, right? And so I clicked into their lead magnet and I was able to go through their funnel. And at the end, realized, wow, this is amazing. I need this. And I opted into their mastermind, which I'm in right now. Okay. So it works, you guys, when you can have a good capturing headline, right? That gets people to see they need what you have, they're going to click in. And then when they get to know, love, and trust you, you can, maybe some of you will do, offer one-on-one calls, or you offer, free trainings, or you offer whatever. They will eventually buy from you. Okay. So some ideas might be, and these are, just very simple ideas that I just kind of threw together. 5 healthy snacks under 100 calories that will leave you satisfied, right? So some of you in the health and wellness industry, right? And there's a lot of direction of which you can go in these. Or, the top 9 recipes that will help you increase your daily protein and lose those last 10 sticky pounds, right? Like, I want to lose 10 pounds. I need more protein in my diet. I'll take those recipes, right? A free spring cleaning checklist that will leave your home organized, right? I want to know, what should I do to spring clean, right? I want to get my house more organized. Or 5 ways to increase your energy and a 15-minute workout to flatten that tummy. I need more energy. A 15-minute workout would be great. I want a flatter tummy, right? It kind of attracts you in to getting some type of result, to having something that can help you achieve what you want, okay? Or for example, what I shared with you guys or some of you was a free lead magnet template, which I'll give you today if you didn't grab it. It's a free lead magnet template. So it's actually a template in the free email program with step-by-step directions to help you grow your email list and get more sales, right? And you guys are really here for that, right? You want to create a lead magnet. So I'm going to give you a free template, okay, in the system that provides you the ability to do this for free with step-by-step directions to make it easier, right? So you can get the result of building your email list and getting more sales. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is to think about who your perfect person is, okay? Who's your target market? And what is something that you can offer? What is a lead magnet that you could give that could attract people to want to give your email to, okay? So if you can turn your camera on, awesome, because I'm going to create some breakout rooms. Don't leave because we're doing breakout rooms, right? You're like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to see people. But this is where you can really develop some good ideas, okay? So give me a hot minute here. If there's any questions, pop them in the chat here while I create these. Let's see, we're gonna do 3 to 4 people per room, okay? Just because I know some people may not be open to chatting. And we will do it for, let's do 6 minutes. Give everybody a chance for a couple minutes to kind of talk. Okay, any questions about what we're doing in the breakout room? We're kind of sharing who's our perfect person, who's our niche, who are we trying to focus on, right? Who do we want to get into our email campaign? Who can we solve a problem for? And then what can we give them in order to get their email in exchange? Okay. All right, here we go. All right, welcome back, you guys. I know it's probably not enough time in the breakout rooms. Like, I want to keep talking. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. I know you
You didn't
probably
give
all
us enough
need.
time, Tiffany.
I was just saying. I was just saying that. I wish. I know you could totally have 20 minutes in there and just be like chatting and ideas, and I totally get it. In our training on Monday night that you were in, Monica, I know we gave you guys 20 minutes in there, and that was probably absolutely amazing because, especially if you're a nurturer, you're just like, you were just probably starting to get to know each other, right? Like the introductions. But I would love to hear any ideas. Who wants to share? Who is your target market, and what is an idea that you came up with for a potential lead magnet? Anybody daring to share? Deborah.
So the girls are very helpful to me. I was saying that this weekend I have a huge event at a fairground to sell my stuff. And we were talking about doing the jot form for getting your information.
Yeah.
So I said, I think what I'm going to do is I have one made out, but I haven't used it yet. So I think I'm going to print off a bunch of those and take them to the fairground with me and have people sign up and put a sign that says, if you fill out this form for me, you'll be entered into a drawing to get such and such or whatever. And then it was suggested for me to do a QR code scan to go with the jot form. So it'll go directly into that file. And I thought that was a big plus for me. I mean, it's a little hard when you make your own things, and sometimes what's good for like some of the business people, I think anyway, I'm different. So I can't always go with the same type of form. I mean, I can ask the questions and stuff, but it's hard for me to get people to give me their email address. They will give me their home address without a question if they buy something from me, because I have to mail it to them. But yeah, I just think I'm like pulling teeth sometimes to get an email address to put them into
Yeah.
any sort of a
Yeah, and I think we're all in that boat. People just don't necessarily give their emails, willingly anymore. But can I give you an idea for a lead magnet?
of
Because
course.
your jot form is going to be something different than an actual lead magnet. A form like that is good as you are connecting with people to capture more information so that you can give recommendations or serve them in a way that, is going to help them. But a potential lead magnet might be, and again, you guys have to really create these, right? It's not just going to be a done for you necessarily, right? But what you could consider. So thinking of your product. So for those of you that don't know, Deborah makes handmade cards and pens and keychains and things like that. And so her cards are very cute, and she can make you custom cards for example, sending out birthday cards to friends and family. So what if your free lead magnet was you create something around like the title of it would be something like how to never forget your family's birthdays again, get my free blah blah blah, in order to, send out, birthday cards on time, something like that, right? And so you create something where they can save the birthday dates of their friends and family, but then maybe put a date in there of like, okay, if I want it to get to their birthday, the day of their birthday, I need to send their cards on this day, right? You have to always be thinking ahead. My mother-in-law is absolutely amazing at that. The kids' birthday cards always come on the day of their birthday. I don't know how she does it. It's literally magic. But that's what I would do, right? Because think of the problems that your network of people have that you can solve. And for Deborah, it's like my dad never sends birthday stuff in the mail, right? He probably just doesn't remember. But if we can give him something to help him remember, then now they're going to be buying your cards, right? And they're going to be buying more of your cards because they're going to be actually sending them. Does that make sense?
It does. And can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
So is there a way that I could create some sort of like a list that they could print out so they could write down the birthdays and stuff that they normally do, and then put it into some sort of like a binder, or just a folder, even if it's a folder on their computer, and so they have everything listed
Yeah.
to be
Yeah, you
more
can create some
organized.
type of PDF for them that they can have to keep that information organized. Yep.
Okay.
You just got to find your blueprint person to help you create that.
A planner, yeah, a planner.
Right? Yes. I
Okay,
love it.
thank
So,
you.
so
Yep.
I sell Nu Skin, and that's my newest business.
Mhm.
And I was thinking we didn't quite get to Nu Skin, but I was thinking that maybe I could do tips for keeping your skin looking young, and then their first email after they give me that email address would be that list of things to do, and
Mhm.
also incorporate Nu Skin products into that list.
Yeah. So one of those things on that list may direct them to, one of your products. Yep. All right, we'll take one more share. Anybody else want to share their idea? Amy.
Hi.
Hey.
So I chose one business because I have several, but the traveling business. And I was talking to Lisa about it, and she gave me the idea, and I thought about it before too. Traveling business is offering a few tips about how to be able to travel, you know, the mistake to make, not to make when you travel. A few tips that help to make the travel smoother, because I call my business, it's a French name because the focus is in France and Europe, but it's to have a good trip. It's the translation in English, because I've had so many trips that go wrong really bad. You know, they can go wrong fast. So I think the idea was good for the lead to have a few tips, you know, how to make it smoother and easier. And I'm not sure I will get any other ideas, but right now, like I was saying, I have a group on Facebook, but I don't have any email sent to anyone, you know, for my traveling business. So I think that was a good idea. Bring some value by giving tips to people. Hopefully, I don't know if it's a good one.
Yes, and think about, you know, you have your group where you kind of, you know, share about the trips that you create, but that's really probably the only way that those people are seeing what it is that you have, right? And we know how Facebook goes. Not everybody is seeing all the posts and, you know, whatnot. And so you're not staying in front of these people, and you're not able to really give more value and nurture them in a way where you could through an email campaign, right? And so I want you to like kind of fine tune, you know, what you're thinking of with that lead magnet. So it might be something like, you know, how to travel with your family but spend less money, right? Like, because travel can be expensive, right? Especially with eating and activities. So, you know, it's a travel like it's travel tips, but try and create something that's super specific that people have a hard time on. Or hard time with. And that's, you know, like I would love to take my kids, you know, on a vacation, but it overwhelms me that with 4 boys, how much money we will spend on eating, right? So if you can, you know, help me minimize, you know, the cost that it would be to travel by, you know, how do we spend less money? And it's just different things that, you know, packing meals or finding the right places, you know, whatever, all those travel things. Another one that came to my mind was maybe like a travel journal, right? So this one might take a little bit longer to create, but you could create something in Canva of, you know, just documenting all the things about their travel ahead of time, of like when they're leaving, where they're going, the things that they want to see, right? Especially like your blueprint people, they want a little more of that structure. So they can document all that stuff in one place in a nice, neat journal versus just on a regular scrap piece of paper or notebook, which is, you know, actually what I have done. But then also having maybe like a journal with some prompts in there. So throughout their vacation, they can journal just different things that they've done so they can capture those memories better. So maybe it's something of how to organize your trip and capture memories so that you will never, you know, have the best trip of your life or never forget, you know, something like that. Right. And so it's really specific, and like that would be awesome if I could get a free journal. Now it may take you a little bit to create that, but could you imagine all the different places, like if you're primarily on Facebook, that you could promote that lead magnet and how many other different travel groups, not just yours, right? This is where we lead capture from other people's groups in different places, you know, on different social platforms, right? Or if you're on TikTok, you have it as your, you know, link in your bio, and you're, you know, doing little TikToks about different places to travel, and hey, get my, you know, free travel journal, you know, and boom, people are clicking in, right? Could you imagine? Like that would be pretty awesome. And then you market to those people on your email list, and you can drive them into your personal group as well, right? But you can continue to nurture them and give them more travel tips. And then when it's time, like, hey, you know, we're going to be planning this trip and I'm going to guide you, you know, who wants more information, blah, 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 right? And then you could market to that list as well.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Lots of fun ideas. All right, so let's chat a little bit more about the lead magnet here, just so I can give you a little bit more guidance on this. So the different types of lead magnets could be, like we were just kind of talking about, a PDF. It could be a video to explain some things. It could even be a small course. Maybe it's a 5-day mini course, right, on some different topics that you talk about. Could be a worksheet with like a journal that we talked about for Amy, right? There's lots of different things, ideas that you can create. So once you create your lead capture, or you choose your topic, I should say, then you want to kind of map out your content. What is that first email, right? You want to make sure that you're delivering that lead magnet in that first email. And then at minimum, I probably would create at least those first 3 emails of your email campaign, right? I don't want people to get stuck in having to like write out all of those emails, right? And then you start to utilize this. I want you to really get out there and just do it and start those, start lead generating right away. But you really, want to have an idea on what you're gonna, share in those email campaigns. And then obviously creating your lead magnet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop in the chat here. So this is a link if you want to click on it. The second link in there is the free email template. Okay, so if you didn't grab that, I shared it with a few of you, or I sent it in the email. If you didn't grab it, and what it's going to do is it's going to have you create a free account inside of System.io. That is the email platform that I use. And once you create that free account, then it's going to transfer that email campaign into, or that, I'm sorry, that free template into your system account. And then it's also going to email you a step-by-step direction that we created to give you information on how to actually create that lead magnet. Okay, System.io is absolutely amazing in the fact that they have basically a, I don't know if you want to call it a school, a course that you can go through for free as well. And this is why I really chose this platform, because everything that I do, I want to keep costs down as much as we can, right? So that we can create things, with minimal expense. And so being able to start this at no cost, and that they also have a free course that you can go through to learn the basics of System.io as well, okay? So feel free to grab that free template if you would like it. And then once you've created it, then we start to promote it, right? On different social platforms. Maybe it's a QR code like we talked about earlier. Maybe it's sending out a text. Maybe some of you have been doing, text marketing and things like that. But there's different social platforms, right? Especially Facebook. You can go into other people's groups. You can do, TikToks. You can do Instagram. Lots of places that you can promote your lead magnet, and then you want to monetize it, right? And so through nurturing and connecting with those people is when you can start to lead them into your personal groups, share links to your products, right? Maybe for some of you, it's, offering, a phone call to see how you can support them and, share a program or a travel with them, okay? Awesome. Yes, so the free version of System.io only allows you to have one email campaign in there. And so obviously with all free versions, right, you're limited on what you can do. So if this is, new for you, you can set this up and you can completely run this. If you already use System.io and you have another email or a lead magnet and email campaign in there, it will have you bump up to the paid version, which honestly, I have looked at a ton of different programs out there, and this one I do feel is the most cost effective, and there's a big discount when you do a yearly membership with them as well. So yeah. All right, so we have about 15 minutes left, and if you guys want to stay on, I would love to show you how I was able to generate over $17,000 in less than 40 days using a PDF opt-in with an email sequence, and how you can generate new leads and how I can support you in doing that as well. Obviously, your results may be different than mine, but this opportunity is something that will help you learn how to create lead magnets, create email campaigns, market and generate an extra stream of income on the side, but also supporting you in growing your current business because it's not a conflict of interest, because it's not an MLM. There's no team building, there's no monthly expenses, but it does bring 100% commission on anything that you sell, which is absolutely amazing, especially in the direct sales world, right? We're typically, earning 20 to 40% commission. So when I heard about, man, I could create a lead magnet and an email campaign and work, a couple hours a day on this and set it up on autopilot, and be earning extra income alongside my direct sales business, I'm in. Like, tell me what I need to do, right? And so learning this then also gave me the drive and the understanding and the knowledge to learn how to implement this into my direct sales business as well. So I've created I've created a lead magnet for my direct sales business and an email campaign. And so again, yes, I'm still working my direct sales business as I normally would, but now I have it working behind me as well, which is kind of extra, right? Extra stuff that may be coming in. And I just recently launched a party around an email campaign, right? So a different way to party. Who struggles with getting parties, right? Like, nobody wants to party these days. Nobody wants to be a hostess. And so I kind of put out there, like, who wants to, test out my email party. And so basically what I did is I created a page out of boards specific for my hostess that had some information about me and my products, but it led them to click into my email campaign, right? Because now they're going to get daily emails from me. But then it also had my hostess's referral link in there, a link to my VIP group, some, testimonies and other things like that, right? But now she can just go market that page and get people to opt into my email campaign. Okay. So I share all this with you guys because it really can help your current business. Like, that is my goal, is to help you build your direct sales business. Okay. I've been in direct sales for over 10 years. I'm still in it today and growing my business. And I absolutely love it because we all love our product, right? And there's so many people out there that need each of your products. But it wasn't until I was able to really understand and learn what a lead magnet was, what an email campaign was, and get the support in doing that. And I did that through learning from this digital growth community that has live training, live tech support, to help you understand how this works. But at the same time, I was able to resell this digital product and earn 100% commission to generate over $17,000 in 40 days, which is absolutely a blessing for our family because most of you probably had no idea, but my husband lost his job a few months back. His company just closed. They gave him less than 2 weeks notice and his income completely shut off. And so for 2 months we were without his income, and this came at the right time. And so when something works for me, I want to share it with you guys. And because this has been a huge blessing for us, I know that it may be for some of you as well. So I want to share that with you today if you want to stay on and learn more about it. So I have connected with a program that's called the Digital Growth Community. And I'm going to share my screen and share with you what I mean by this and the support that you get and exactly what it is. All right, let me, my screen, oops. All right, so the reason that I opted into this was because of the support. Anybody else, kind of want to always make sure that you don't want to jump into something without knowing that you're going to get support for something, right? Because there's always questions or confusion, and you want to know what are the best and new ways, how are people getting success in what it is that they're doing. And so this is why I specifically jumped into this. I was looking for digital products for a very long time, but was always skeptical about it because it just didn't make sense to me. Okay. So I finally found the digital growth community. And I knew that I found exactly what I was looking for because it's live support ongoing. Okay. So we have a community inside what's called School. Okay. This is just a different platform that you get access to. You can see the tabs across the top here. So we have the community tab, which is, if you think of it as Facebook, it's kind of just a news feed of different people posting, you know, commenting, sharing things, shouting each other out, that kind of thing. Okay. We have a calendar, which shares all the different trainings that we have. So for example, today at 1 p.m. Central, there's going to be a training on TikTok. Like, who wants to lead generate on TikTok? Now, if you're like, I'm not a TikToker, totally get it, because before this, I wasn't as well. But I knew that I needed to test this out because those that were generating a very large income from doing this were really getting their leads from TikTok. And I follow leaders. I follow people that, you know, are getting the results that I want. So I just duplicate what they do, right? So we have that. We have tech calls. So this afternoon, there's a tech call. So anybody that needs help on, you know, setting up their system, kind of creating it. And it's really a step-by-step program with short videos to set it up. But this is going to give you that support if you need it. Every Tuesday, we have a legacy call. So we just did one what is today? Thursday. We did one 2 nights ago on creating your own digital products, which is kind of what we just talked about, right? A lead magnet and setting up an email campaign. But this is kind of even more focused of, you know, do you have something that you could sell even, right? Have you created something that you could then not only create a lead magnet for, but a sales page for and sell something, right? Mondays, we have mentoring calls to find out what are others in the community doing for success, right? So this was one of the reasons why I jumped into this, was because of the support all about it. And you can see, I'm just going to quick show you, I'm going to go to the wins tab, and you can just see some of the wins that some of the community members are having, okay? So we teach kind of earning $900 a day. So you're going to see, for example, Christy, she got $900. Brad, you know, promoting to grow TikTok followers, $1,800 a day. She just hit 9K in April, 900 after doing a live. So you can just see the wins that people are having, right? And so knowing that something works was why I jumped into it, but also knowing that this wasn't replacing my direct sales business, but it was supporting me in learning the skill sets that I needed. Okay, so I'm going to share with you. Back. So you get access to what is called Kajabi. It's our training platform. And you get these bonuses here. I'll just click in there so you can see them. So these are all training bonuses that you get. A 30-day growth plan, how to build your business online, mindset, messaging, and marketing to your first million, how to do this faceless, Canva crash course. So those are just extra bonuses that you get with this training. But let me show you what you actually get. So this actually sets you up with a step-by-step system to set this up, okay? So anybody can really do it. So these are all short videos, okay? So this is just kind of learning the basics here first, and then how to launch your online business. So again, it's taking what you learn here and also transitioning it into your direct sales business, right? That's what really drew me to this, is it wasn't just building the skill set for this, but it was helping me build my direct sales business. And so we're going to help you set up, I'm actually going to, you get the PDF, you get the lead magnet that comes with this that I used, okay? You get the email sequence, You don't have to create the email sequence. You get the email sequence with this. And for those of you that follow me with Personality Science, I actually went in and bankified the emails as well to make them attract to all 4 types of people, okay? And within those emails, I also lead generate them to my coaching or to, you know, different things that I do. So it's not even specifically for this, right? Your payment link so you can get paid with sharing this. So it walks you through step by step. And then you get even more training. These are recorded trainings. So you get trainings on different social media platforms. You get training on, you know, how to make daily pay. You get training right here. You guys, this one is gold. If you guys are in this community already, which I know some of you are, finding your ideal customer. And that's what we talked about today, right? With creating your lead magnet, is that you want to market to your specific person. Once you can start creating marketing content around who exactly do you want to attract, that is when you're going to get the results in your business. And so that training right there is gold. Okay. And so you can see there's 4 pages of already recorded trainings that you have access to, how to do storytelling, which stories sell, facts tell. Okay. It's not just about telling about your product, right? It's sharing stories about your product. Building your brand identity, right? People buy from people they know, love, and trust. So it's promoting you, not your product. More TikTok training. Drop a yes in the comments if you guys are on TikTok. I'm curious how many of you are on TikTok. So you can actually do this just by promoting free ads on the internet. So they actually give you ad templates. So the ads are not on Facebook. The ads are ads on the internet where people are looking for jobs, right? So you can actually copy and paste and create free ads, you know, as many as you want to attract people to opt in, right? Remember, we're creating and we give you a lead magnet where people are opting in and they're going through your email campaign. So this business works behind the scenes for you. There is no direct messaging. There's no, you know, all the things that we typically do in direct sales, right? And having to connect and message and follow up. This is all done for you through the email campaign. I don't work this business in a way of like messaging 20 people a day, right? I do this by getting people to opt into my email campaign, and I let my emails do the work, okay? YouTube training, you can monetize YouTube. Anybody have a YouTube channel? Pinterest training, you guys, Pinterest, a lot of opportunity there for those of you that are on Pinterest. Reels, digital mastery, so creating 6 figures in 6 months, learning from those that have already done it. So you can see the value of what's in here of all these trainings that you get, okay? Let's see. I think there was anything else that I wanted to share with you. Oh, let me just share with you what System.io looks like in the lead capture funnel and email sequence that you'll get. Because some of you are super new to this, where you're like, I don't even know what this would look like, right? And I'm a visual person. Like I want to see something in order to know that, you know, what it is and how it works. So let me share my screen here again. So this is System.io. So if you clicked into that link that I sent you and click that second link, it's going to create a system account for you. So you get, this here. So this is the lead capture that you get, okay? If this is something that you decide to do. So basically you're giving away a PDF of how to make 10K in 30 days. And you guys, I did that, okay? So I'm proof that, you know, this PDF and this system actually works. And so this is something that you put out there to get people into your email campaign, okay? So you get this lead magnet here. And then You get a sales page. You actually get a website. You don't have to build your own website, okay? So let me show you what that looks like. And if you go to the link that I sent in the chat earlier, at the very bottom, the last link is this actual website that you can see it. But you get this, and basically all you have to do is edit with your picture and your story in there, and you edit and add your payment links, okay? And it's step-by-step on how to do that, okay? So this, if you click on it, will walk you through exactly what you get in this program. Some testimonials, okay? So here it's telling you everything that you get, right? So this is created for you. And that's what I loved about this, is like a done for you business, right? To share. So you get access, you get that website. And then I'll show you the email campaign that you also get. So if I go up to emails at the top and I go to campaign. So this one right here, you get these emails right here. Loaded into your system, that as people click into your lead magnet, they are now going to go through these emails. Okay. So yeah, so it's a pretty much done for you, but step by step on how to edit it and make it you. Okay. So what I am also offering, I shared this in my group the other day and in the emails, if you guys got it, is through today and tomorrow, is 10% off of getting started with this. And then you get access to the digital growth community. And then I also created a board. If you guys use the boards app, I created a board where I have more resources and support for you, including some boot camps in there on how to create your lead magnets and how to use System.io, and so much more than just what's in the digital growth community. Because again, as a nurture, I want to give, I want to make sure that you guys are getting the results. And I do a monthly Zoom call with all my digital marketers as well, so we can collaborate together and, you know, help you get results in this as well. So who had their hand up? I just saw it, but I didn't see it. Nadine, was that you? Or was it Lisa? Yeah, Nadine, you're muted though. There you go.
Can we get a copy of this recording?
Yes, I will. Yep, I'll share it out when it's done.
There's so much information, and it's
Right?
like, you know, I try to capture as much as I can. So, but I sometimes need to watch things 2 or 3 times before I,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
comfortable.
totally.
Thank you.
Yep. You are very welcome. Does anybody else have any other questions that I can ask for them? I know we're 5 minutes over the hour, but I'll stay on if anybody has any questions that you might have. Sandy?
Yes. Does the program like show step by step, like 1, 2, 3, this is what you do? Because I had signed up for other programs and it was so confusing and there wasn't 1, 2, 3 and it was jumping all over the place. So I'm like kind of slow with this because
Mhm.
I am technically challenged. And so I'm like, I need something that really walks me through it. It says, okay, this is the first thing you do, because I don't understand this email automation setup, you know, and all that. And that just, I'm like, how does that happen?
Yeah. So inside of Kajabi, where I was just going through and sharing like all those different recorded trainings and stuff. So at the top of that whole list is the step by and their videos. So they're videos that are 5 minutes, 8 minutes. And so you just move through each of the videos. And then if you do get stuck, that's why we have the live tech calls that you can hop on inside digital growth community. They I believe offer them 2 times a week. And I always tell people, I'm not your tech person, because I'm not techie either. Like, I probably wouldn't be able to answer your question. So if I can do this, I know that you can do this. But when I set mine up, here's a few key tips. So you're going to have System.io, which is where I showed you as your email platform. So I've emailed System.io multiple times. If I have questions, they're very helpful. And then you also want to set up your own domain, which in this program, it will show you how to do all that. But
Okay.
some people kind of get stuck in that spot and like authenticating it. And so I've emailed GoDaddy as well if I get stuck in that spot. And I actually also did hop on a tech call inside of the community as well, and they are very, very helpful. So I'm
Okay.
not necessarily your go-to person for tech, but literally if you watch the videos, it will walk you through. But I also had one of my digital creators create a PDF document with even more written step by step, because
Okay.
I felt that there were a couple like key pieces in the videos that maybe weren't there on where to click. And so I asked one of my gals who is more of a blueprint type of person and loves, the steps. And I said, can you do screenshots and can you step it out for us? And so she created that. So
Mhm.
you get access
Okay.
to that to help you. So yeah, if you're not tech
Okay.
savvy, I know you can do this.
Yeah, that's what I need. So yeah, because I had a domain set up and all that, and I'm like, well, now what do I do with this? So I just don't know how to connect the dots. You
Yes,
know, so
same. I would have no idea either. And honestly, I watched the videos, and if you get stuck, then yes, the tech inside of they have 24 tech in support inside of our
oh,
digital growth community.
okay. I was
So
going to ask that. That's great. That's
yeah.
great. Yeah, because I don't want to wait 2 or 3 days.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah. You
that's
can
great.
always post. So it's basically like, a forum in there. And so you can post, questions and that kind of thing, or you
Mhm.
can search, different things as well. So there's a ton of trainings. And actually, so there's actually a full they did this just a couple of weeks ago where they did a live training, literally walking through the whole thing as well, obviously alongside what the videos you already get, but they did it on a live kind of so they could show a little bit deeper. So yeah, there's more than enough support.
Awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome. Great. That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Nadine?
Um, I'm getting a little confused because now we're talking about multiple system.
Uh-huh.
What are we paying for? What's free?
Yeah. Let me walk you through
where
that.
are we?
Yes, that's a good question. So what I popped in the chat earlier, so that link really has a lot of it's all my free resources. So check through there. You can click into whatever it is that you want. So
Okay.
you can create, you can disregard anything that I shared in the last 15 minutes, and you can literally create your own lead magnet for free, with grabbing that free, template, opening up a free system account, and you can create a email campaign, and you can do that at no cost, which is
Okay,
absolutely
is that System.io?
Yep. So once you
Okay.
click into getting my free template, it will have you create a System.io account, and you can do that on the free platform, the
Okay.
free program of that, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, so really that, what we talked about, the whole first half, you can set all of that up at no cost. So what I was sharing with you guys then the last 15 minutes is how I really learned, and understood all of this and got the support, but then how you can get a already done for you lead magnet, sales page, and email campaign. Okay. And how I've been able to, generate an extra stream of income alongside what I'm already doing, but give me the skill sets as well to implement that into my direct sales business as well. So with that program, there are really 4 different options of getting started. So if it's something, so if you go into the link that I shared, at the very bottom, it says get started today. That's my website. And so there's 4 different ways to get started. You can get started for $100, for $300, $600, or $900. Now, whichever option you start at, that is the option of which you can resell. Okay. So we are selling 4 different digital products that all have different levels of training attached to them. So the ones that I screen shared, and I was showing you all the recorded trainings that were already done, right? That's in our $900 option. the 600, the 300 and 100 just have less and less of those trainings. Okay. You still get access to the digital growth community with the live trainings and live tech support, regardless of where you start. Okay. But at the $900 level, you get a bonus training on Tuesdays. That was the legacy training that I shared with you because that's our legacy program. So the legacy builders get an additional training every Tuesday. Okay. And I tell you, it is worth it. But then you can resell on the website that we give you each of those 4 products. And 9 out of 10 people are going to buy your highest level of product. Okay. So, you know, getting up to that $900 when you can. Now you can start smaller and you can upgrade in 30 days and just pay the difference. But you do have to pay the $29 website fee. It's a one-time fee for the creation of that website for you. And just a side note, because I've had some people do this where they opted in, and actually I did. I started at the $600 level. And then when I upgraded, because my sales page was already done, I had to then create, although I had to pay that $29 to get the new sales page, along with, you know, the $300 difference between 600 and 900. And so then I had to take the time to recreate and just edit my sales page, because now my new sales page had the $900 option. So if you can, it's so much easier and less techy if you can just start at the 900. Otherwise, when you upgrade, you have to go through that process again. It's just like, oh my gosh, I just went through that, right? But we do have a 4-option payment plan through PayPal, through Klarna, through Affirm. And to be honest, that's how I paid for mine. I did the 4-pay with PayPal. And so every 2 weeks, it just breaks it up into 4 equal payments. And that's how I did it. So I hope
Okay,
that was
thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's really, you know, the biggest thing is like, yes, you can resell these and make 100% commission, which is like absolutely crazy insane to think that you can make, you know, 100% commission on reselling something, right? But even more importantly, it was the knowledge and the learning and the skill sets that I can learn. So for a one-time payment, right, of $900 plus the $29 website fee, you are now basically lifetime inside of the digital growth community, and you get all the recorded trainings. That it's skill sets that not only help you resell these products, but it's going to help you in your business as well. So to me, that was like a no-brainer, right? To be like, okay, like you guys, I've spent like, anybody follow Eric Worre? Anybody? Eric Worre? Okay, well, a few years ago, I literally spent $10,000 on his year-long program, right? So in a year, I'm cut off, right? So I've got to like consume everything, all right? And the mastermind that I was sharing with you earlier, you know, $10,000 for 6 months, you know, and then it's cut off, it's gone, right? So this is a one-time payment of $900. You get access to this community, but now I can actually resell it. So if you resell one time, you've got your money back. Does that make sense? And it's okay if it doesn't, because it takes a while for people to understand this concept. I totally get it. I was there as well, right? So you're buying a digital product. Digital means that you don't physically mail anything out, but it's coming to you, you know, in an e-learning platform, which is School, where our digital growth community is, and Kajabi, where it's the step-by-step and the recorded trainings. So you're basically purchasing these trainings, but also you get a lead generator, you get a sales page, and you get the email campaign. And so now as we share that lead magnet and people opt into learning more, now they're getting your sales page, and they can now have the opportunity to buy the 100, the 300, the 600, or the $900 option, where they're going to get the e-learning platform, and now they can turn around and resell the product as well. Okay. So even if you didn't really have the want to like resell a product, resell it once and just get your money back, right? And now just, you know, take advantage of the learning in there. But I tell you, when you get an email saying that you made $900 because somebody opted into your email campaign, you're going to be addicted to want to do more of it, right? Yeah. Amy, did you have a question, hon?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So how do you resell that? Like, is it directly for the website, or you have to like promote it online? Like, how do you resell it? That's my question.
So you are going to that lead magnet, which is how to make 10K in 30 days. That's the lead magnet, right? Like, how many people out on social media in the world would love to learn how to make 10K in 30 days? So there's an already created PDF that is in that first email campaign that goes out. Okay. And so as it goes out, then they're going to start getting emails with videos on what this looks like and how to do it, right? And they're going to get emails on your sales page, okay? So the sales page, which then is going to show them the different levels of options. So you can totally sell this without really ever talking to anybody, right? For example, like Sandy, how did you get into my email campaign and learning about this? Do you remember? Or Sarah? If you are kind of in my Create Success group. But I think you guys are new to me. So you're going to, and one of the ways is through TikTok, right? So I had somebody click into my lead magnet from TikTok, going through my emails, and then she bought my program. I didn't know her, right? But as a nurturer, I want to be here to support them, right? Which is why I created my digital marketing group, and which is why I created the board for extra support, and which is why I do a monthly Zoom call, is because I am not just selling you something to sell it to you, right? It's not about the money. If you guys look at behind my name, it says NKBA. That's my personality code. Okay, action is last, which is where, you know, you're kind of really wanting to do things and get all the money and, right, do all the exciting things. I don't do things for the income. I do things to make an impact, and an impact on your life, because I know that if I can create this, you guys can create it, right? And I can really support you on having the life that you want.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. So I think you had one other question that I didn't answer. What was there something else that you had?
No, that's it. That was
That's
the,
good.
the way.
Okay. Awesome. No worries, Sandy. Awesome. Well, if you guys have questions, feel free to message me. Thank you for being here. I will push out the recording of this as well. So if you need to rewatch it, feel free. But yeah, can't wait to help you guys and see your lead magnets that you create. So, all right. See you guys later. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.